Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Hi, my lovelies. How's my royalty doing? Okay, let's get something petty to sip on while I spill that petty tea. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be talking a little bit more about business and slowly like I want to start the Handicapable Black Nerd channel, especially like now it's like I'm finally getting the greeting cards and the candles together so that I could start, but then I also need the website and Etsy and Amazon is being a nightmare to I've got stories about like the KDP, Amazon, like to me, total nightmare. So that's why I'm looking at other ways to self publish and things like that. But yeah, trying to create the multi stream so that I can be able, well, like I said, I need to start the nerd channel so that I can talk about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and over the years what I've learned to put it to amazing use. So hopefully I will be a fully independent disabled woman within the next, I want I want to say two, but probably be like 3 plus years. But yeah, I'm aiming for two. That's one reason why I'm mapping everything out the way I am and trying to plan everything as much as humanly possible. And that's why I'm going to be talking about some of the issues I keep hearing about with some of the small businesses. And it's such bad news to the point where I'm like, am I entering this at a really bad time? And yes and no, because this is an amazing opportunity for me because I am having my own original products. My children's books are by me, illustrated by an amazing illustrator, and I'm going to be looking for other illustrators once. That's one reason why I'm trying to start off going harder on the other streams of income. And I'm going to be trying to market the YouTube channel a little bit more so it can monetize so that because that was kind of the game plan. It's like, okay, start getting the children's books out, but then YouTube channel, once, it's like start that off and allow people to know who I am, not only as a writer, but my politics, my heart, my opinions and how authentic I am within my writing, and also my disability story, my medical nightmare of all of the terrible, awful, dreadful, bigoted doctors that I have met over the years, and some who even like put their religion, they mix their religion with the medical to the point where I was literally ABUSC'd for years, decades. So, but yeah, I thought that was going to turn around and monetize, but it is what it is. And now I have over 430 episodes. I have come a long way and I'm so happy. And it's kind of like my diary, but a diary that everyone can listen to because I hope one day, especially, I just recorded an episode, but I never know what order. But there's one where I talk about how a lot of these fad products that are selling, and yeah, this is coming from an entrepreneur that I hope I do well with sales, but at the same time, it's like I I want you to still be able to save your money. I want you to be able to, like, if you run into a situation, it's like you're not gonna be at the brink of not being able to pay your rent. So, but yeah. Anyways, like I keep hearing about, like, first it was like the La Boo Boo and the Sterling cups, and now it's that barista like bear Starbucks thing, and it's like I want a trend, but at the same time I want to talk to you guys about investing money and maybe even starting your own business, and like how to make sure it's unique and not just like I know about affiliate marketing and things like that. That's different. And I do plan on doing that with some of my products. Like I'm going to have activity books, some are going to be coloring books. I can't I can't make crayons and markers and coloring pencils. So that's gonna be where I'm like, okay, yeah, here are some places, and I know there are a few small businesses that I love that do make that. So I'm gonna see if they do have affiliate. And it's like, so I'm gonna try with some of the more name brand, but make sure I emphasize on the small business ones. And there's gonna be, like, even with my blog, when I talk about investing, some of them are going to be affiliate links to, like, with, like, I use Acorns. That's when but I'm not a financial advisor. So on the site, you're going to see that it's like, I'm not one, but here, like, I know a lot of people don't take the time to look that stuff up. I'm a nerd and I've already looked up a lot of that stuff. And you know what? That's probably going to be more on my Patreon, not on the website. Because, yeah, I want to make sure that, like, those who are really interested in what I have to share is on Patreon. And my Patreon, like, I have the free level, and it's like with like the free levels, current events and things like that, especially some of the river of racism. But yeah, the dating nightmares, $2. Yeah, $2 a month. And I will have, probably around 20,000 photo, like okay, well, probably it's going to be like 25,000. Some of them are going to be repeats. I will admit, because it's like over the years, like, I'm still learning technology. If I had known this years ago, it's like a lot of these pictures would have already, well, no, because I just realized that I should start a Patreon and put these up like 6 months ago, but then I still didn't know the technology. But yeah, anyway, things happen for a reason. And that's why almost every day it's like I'm loading and loading more pictures. But these screenshots are real. And when I say that, I want you to know me as an author and as a person, because politically, I am a progressive. I am liberal, Democrat. It's like through and through. I am for the LGBTQ community. And that's why with some of my products, like, it's like, I don't know what's up with the air lately, but it's like I keep having to, like, anyway. But I want my customers to know me, because especially if they're MAGA or Red Hat or like hardcore Republican, like, they won't like me. And that means they probably don't want to buy my products. So this channel helps them know, because I don't want to do what happened with the Harry Potter. Like, first she was like, she made millions of dollars. And then afterwards, like, some people kind of feel brokenhearted, and even the actors are kind of like keeping their space from her. I don't want to end up like that. It's like, if you are conservative and Republican and you love what ICE is doing and stuff right now, yeah, you don't you won't need to buy my products. With my children's books and my novels, I have disability representation. I'm going to have LGBTQ plus disability, all different, like, types of people when it comes to Black, Hispanic, Asian. I'm going to have, the Caucasian, too, but, Native American. It's like with book, well, actually, with part two of the series, so not in the first three novels, but there's going to be part two that emphasizes on a new, or it's still main character, but they're going to be researching on another character within the series. So, but yeah, I'm going to have Native American representation, but it's like I really want to find Native Americans so I can interview and talk to, because I want to make sure that they don't feel like I'm mocking them in any way. And so, yeah, I'm so excited about that too. So, I don't know. It's just after, like, yeah, for some reason lately, it's like I know it's part of the YouTube algorithm and everything, but it's like, and I love watching business videos, but lately they've been slowly showing me the good, the bad, and the lot. Well, now, okay, skip the good. Like, they're showing me the bad and the ugly of what's going on within small businesses, and how so many people are going to boutiques or some stores, and literally they take a picture and they compare it, and they find out like majority of their items are on Amazon or on Shein and all of those stores that I do not like shop on at all. And I that's why I say that's the amazing news with my products. Is like with almost everything, like even my supplies. Like people keep telling me, go on Amazon, go on, like no. I haven't bought anything off of Amazon yet. I'm going to continue doing that. It's like if there's just one item that I have to get, because I know I'm going to need a wax melter, but then I found some other companies where I can get it from, and especially sales wise. So it's like even that, like I think I can get around with that. And I know I'm gonna need some beakers and test tubes and different things, like different bottles, so I could do the measurements and everything like that, and let everything cure and stuff like that. So, but yeah, everything is literally gonna be handmade. I am waiting on my shipments of oils right now, so I'm so excited about that because one of my first fragrances, yeah, it's like I'm not gonna say the name of it until, first I'm gonna, mix it up, and it's like also getting the Etsy store. Yeah, I know I need to start getting the Etsy description and everything together for that. And also, I am applying for grants, so redoing my business plan because years ago when I first made it, it has changed so much. They look like fraternal twins right now because, like, one of them is like it's all about my books, and I do hint that I want to have other streams in, because even my idea that I wanted to, with my ex-boyfriend, because yeah, that's another thing, some of my ideas was because like I thought my ex-boyfriend would feel excited again, because if you've been listening then you already know, years ago when 420 was first legalized in Michigan and stuff like that, he was begging me, can we get in this business so we can make so much money? And it's like, don't worry. It's like, this is going to help. He knew that I was trying to pay off my student loans. I was saving for a house. I was trying to invest so I can start other businesses and so I can be a full-time author. He knew all of my dreams, but he had no money and his credit score was low and terrible and awful, dreadful. I had to get his vehicle out of repossession. I had to help like so many times with gas. Like, if you knew how much money this man owes me, if you knew how much money this man owes me, and the equipment's still at his house because it's huge. It's like he gave me a tour. He begged me for months. And I kept telling him, it's like, I'm trying to save this money for my businesses and I'm trying to start it for my dreams. And I want to start like paying off my student loans and everything. And well, someone stole my credit. All like, yeah, I think I mentioned that in a few episodes, but I don't think I've told the story. But anyway, don't worry. We're going to make so much money with this business that you're going to be able to use this for those businesses and you're going to be able to pay off your student debt. I promise this is going to be amazing. You're going to make so much money. Yeah. So I paid for all of the equipment. I paid for the certifications. I spent so many hours on the website and like researching like all of the legal information and trying to get clients and like like even making sure the clients were supposed to anyway. But it's like one of my ideas with my book was to like create different like strands um that were dedicated to each character. And like it was with the novel and everything, I was doing research like, okay, which ones would mostly like fit the characteristic of Trevor and like Abby and things like that. Because then also, since Trevor's the love interest of Abby, I wanted to make sure that together with their forces combined, they would be like a beautiful, mix. And they're it's like they're different types. But I also went to like, I was like, ooh, should I do one indica and one sativa, So anyway, I don't want to talk too much about it, whatever, but I did so much research. You don't even know how much research I did on this. And because even with edibles, like yeah, I wanted you to be able to puff pass and edibles, all that stuff. Then that was one of the business or one of the streams of income I wanted to do with it. And especially being in Michigan, it's like that part would only be allowed in Michigan, so no shipping or whatever. So, but yeah, but now, but now it's like it's kind of amazing because now certain parts of the novel have changed and matured and developed into something bigger than I have ever imagined. Because I used to think that it was just going to be one book, one like layout, whatever. And I know some people are like, oh, but I'm looking for that one book story. I'm tired of series. And yeah, oops. Yeah, this is going to be a series. It is. It's going to be an on and on series. I don't know if it's going to be like oh, what is that old series from back in the day? It's like one of the young woman from Apple Cider Vinegar, like she read like Sweetheart Valley High, I think it is. Yeah, it's like it's going to be kind of like I mean, it's going to be a lot different, but I'm just saying, like series wise, like how they're the chapters and or how each book set is connected, whatever. So kind of like that, but urban fantasy, superheroes, and a lot of provocative jokes and things like that. So yay, it fits my personality perfectly. Anyway, so I'm gonna be saying anyways a lot, which yeah, that's a. But yeah, but even this way, like you get to know me, you get to see how much I say anyways and compares and the buts and all of the other things. I want you to get to know me and my authentic like heart and my creativity because yeah, I've worked really hard on my novels and now it's like even with the greeting cards, I'm so excited because I'm gonna have some greeting cards that I've never seen out there and I'm trying to make it for those that you normally don't like sometimes you want to talk to somebody but you don't know how to and or there's situations where you know that person needs time to digest what's going on so maybe just a little card will help them and or they're in a mess right now but they just need the biggest laugh of their life. They need like even if you're at work and they're kind of like your work buddy. I'm not even going to say that work husband wife crap because I'm like nah, that's how you end up having an affair because I've seen that so many times. Ooh wee. But anyway, because and even working promotional modeling sometimes it's like if I've never worked with like the team before and there's this one guy keep asking me for my number or ask like kind of flirting with me or whatever. And the next thing I know, I'm like, oh, like it's like one of the females keeps getting really mad at me, even calling me out my name, and I'm like, what is her problem? And then I find out, oh, that's her fiance. I've already told that story. That's the Wendy's promo, like yeah, because it was during a Wendy's promo in Detroit, Marcius Park, and everything that happened. Oops. Oops. I didn't know. Like, how am I supposed to know? I didn't, there was no, because he didn't propose to her yet. So there was no ring. There was nothing. And no one filled me in because he kept coming up to me. But, anyways, okay, back to the story. I'm sorry. But see, yeah, you guys already know my channel is as messy as my life, too. Yeah. Okay, but with the business, with the greeting cards, I am so excited and I'm working like I need to start working on that a little bit more, but it's trying to work on the candles and even creating the scents. Like I am such a nerd and I think each one of my candles tells a story because it's not just, ooh, I want to combine this, and that, and a little bit of this, and like, oh, I love this one, so that, or whatever. I like a lot of them are political because having a disability, like you do not know how much judgment I get all of the time. And even going up to a door, it's like I'm about to open it and people are just like, oh, you can't do that. Oh, you can't do this. And going to a job interviews, oh, you can't work this job. You'll get tired. You won't last. And it's like everyone telling me what I can't do. But I'm like, I think one reason I'm so, and some people are like, that's not political. You have no idea. It's like when you take away someone's like the DEI, do you know how many jobs? Like, yeah, they already didn't want me, but now they can literally, legally not want me. It's like some jobs found other reasons not to hire me. And I wasn't going to say any names, but yeah, if I can find, there was a few job fairs because there was one specifically in not Livonia. It was like in the Dearborn area. I forgot exactly which city, but it wasn't too far from Dearborn. They were having this job fair for schools. I got there and with my walker and everything, whatever, sat down. And the woman, she was so impressed with me. But I think I've told this story, but I have no idea which one. But you can look it up or whatever. But basically, all of them are so impressed with me. But then one of them sees the walker. She was like, "Oh, did you have surgery?" And I'm like, "No, I have a disability." And then everyone got quiet. Yeah. And then I already told you guys about the Taco Bell interview and the law firm where the guy called me the N word, but then the boss was like, "Oh, he's having a bad day." And yeah, so like being a black female with a disability, especially having a job interview where the guy says you're highly qualified and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, one thing, and he closes the door of the interview because at first the door was open during the entire interview, but then he goes and closes the door, which is a red flag. But then he comes up to me and says, "Well, one thing I've heard," and I'm like, "Uh-oh, what?" Because like at first I thought it was going to be nothing, but the way his tone changed. And that's when he unzipped his pants and he said, "Well, I know that black women are good with their mouths, and I want you to show me if you really want this job." Yeah, so anyways, I'm really good at writing stories because I've been through so much, especially trauma, especially when it comes to never wanting, like, other people never wanting to include me, or they want to dismiss me, or they want to judge me or put me down, either being black or a woman or having a disability. So that's one reason I am a progressive and I am a Democrat and I am a liberal because I want to be out there for everyone. I want to support and cheer on everybody and anybody. And it's like I have love for all. And I mean, well, we got some bigots out there. It's like, yeah, I don't have any empathy for them, but I want them to be fed. I have the type of love for them where I want you to be fed, I want you to have clean water, I want you to have shelter. I want you to have all of the needs that a human being needs to survive. And I want you to have a laugh every day. I want your family members, your children, or whoever to call you on a regular basis to make sure you feel loved. That's the kind of love I have for them. I want those simple pleasures for them. But would I want to be in a room with them? No, I don't. I'm honest. No, I don't. So when it comes to my candles, I it's like, yeah, I'm gonna wait because I want to spill and spill, but yeah, I'm gonna. I can't wait for the oils to get here because, yeah, I've done, like, you do not know. It's like with some of the scents, I would even look up like what are the symbolic meanings, what's the historic, like, and where in the world would you find either this flower or this scent or this fruit. And it's like, oh, where would you find this item that people eat, and what's the history of it. Like with each candle, that's what I do. I've done my work. You will not find any of my scents on Amazon. If you do, they might have like I keep hearing, and I was like, I've seen it, like I've taught it in my college classes because I've, like, sometimes if Amazon is a fan of someone else's product, they will go ahead and make it of their own and sell it on theirs, and then create the algorithm to always be first before the original person. So there's that too. And that's why sometimes when people take pictures and like, oh, they took this from Amazon, I'm like, yeah, well, yeah, if you only knew the history of this company, yeah. And the sad part is, like, I want you to know, like, I tell a lot of my medical story, and the thing is, I didn't want to be on Amazon. I saw a lot of the benefits, and that's the frustrating part. It's like there's so many benefits, but this billionaire is just, oh, I have so many things I want to say about him, and especially with how he treated his ex-wife and everything like that. Who we But and yeah, that's another. I want to send her one of the candles. It's like, cause yeah, it's like I'm still working on one that's kind of dedicated to her. Cause it's like I want to create candles where it's kind of like giving the a person their flowers. And I am so excited about the one that I've already created for Jasmine Crockett, because she is just beautiful and amazing, and just her spirit. And oh, she is Patty. She is sassy and petty and wonderful and beautiful and brilliant and just, yes. And oh, as a black woman, yes. So, okay. But all in all, my candles are from me, from my heart, from my creativity, from my nerdiness. It's a combination of all of that, from my political beliefs and thoughts, from love. That's where my ideas come from, especially the petty and the love. So it's like, as you see them, and you see the titles, it's like they're gonna have sophistication too. Because yeah, that's the thing. A lot of my candles is like are gonna be like, I hope, the high class level. And it's like I'm not going to be able to afford the exact containers and everything that I want yet, but that's why I'm creating the new business plan, and I'm going to be applying for different grants and things, and including all of my ideas and what I want to do within the next 5 years. And especially with the children, like, because, oh yeah, my children's books for my babies. I have about 6 children's books published right now, and then I have 3 or 4 activity books, but educational activity books. But I have other activity books that I need to finish up at. Like, I have so many things I need to work on. But all in all, these are my babies, and this is what I want to do. I want to be independent. A lot of people want to say, and that's another reason I want to make sure I represent the disabled community, because so many people want to say what we can't do, what we shouldn't do. And remember, oh my gosh, the one I've told you guys about, the date on the spectrum. He's on the spectrum. He has a disability too, but since I have a physical disability, he told me, you need to just stay home. You shouldn't go out there. You shouldn't work. Just live off the government. That's what he said. Yeah, because when it comes to a lot of these men with disabilities, it's like, okay, like I've talked about a lot of them throughout the episodes, but maybe I will have one episode where I just talk and drag all of them all within one episode, because sometimes it's so disappointing and disgusting with how, like, some of them was like, who cares about politics? I have all my rights. And I'm like, yeah, okay, well, I'm being black and a woman with a disability is different than being white male with a disability, because see, you don't even notice, you don't even see. And it's just like, oh no, one of them was blind, so okay, no, he can't see. Okay, well, never, oops. Okay, mm, he doesn't figuratively. He's like, okay, because yeah, already literally, yeah. Okay, you know what, I'm gonna stop right there. Gonna stop right there. I'm not perfect. So, and I'm never going to try to be perfect. My walking proves that I'm not perfect. But I want to pour from my heart, in my mind, and my spirit. And I want to make sure other people understand exactly who I am. I'm going to talk a lot more about it too, and possibly on the Handicapable Black Nerd channel. So, you know my drill. Thank you so much for listening to the Handy-Capable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handy-capable. But most importantly, I am human, and you're human too.